Detroit Dave. Yeah. 31 Trey in the building. Detroit Dave on the motherfucking track. Yeah, 7 Mile. So I'm from the D, right? Detroit, Michigan, the murder mitten. So just sit back and relax. Let me tell you about my hood. Yes, I'm from the D, bitch. You better get your mind right.
What up, though? It's your boy Detroit Dave, and I'm back with another one. Now, I didn't start with that jersey for anything in particular. I'm just giving you the view of the other side of the room since we're moving right along in the collection video. The other side of the room is pretty fucking dope as well. I always give y'all the Nike, but I figured why not start with this side of the room today? Because we doing a different video today. Moving right along in the collection. This is Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 collection video for 2025. And so the reason why I'm doing it on this side, say hi to my dog. Bella, say hi to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Oh, man. I love her. You know, I got to keep a white bitch. We're going to get right into my Air Jordan 6 collection. Next to the Air Jordan 1s, this particular model is the last in the Nike Air series, okay? And it's the model that I have the most of. Now, some of these boxes do not actually go on this side. I just stacked it up so I could do this little intro right here, because we definitely going to put them back on the other side so I can spread them out properly, like, you know, how we've been doing this since y'all been rocking with me since I started with the Air Jordan 1 collection this particular year. But the ones that don't go over there, I just added them over here so we can do this little intro and give y'all a different little view of the sneaker room outside of the Nike piece. But we're going to get right back to the Nike piece. We about to get into these Air Jordan 6s. Because like I said, the Jordan 1s, I got the most of them. But after the Jordan 1s, I've realized that Jordan 6s would be the next. Similar to the Air Jordan 4 collection video, I actually have 12 pairs of 6s. However, one is a double up. Can you guess which Air Jordan 6 I got 2 pairs of? Let's get right into it. Shall we? All right. And just like that, we are back with the overall setup. And we gonna get right into Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 collection. It's a lot of 6s, man. Like I told y'all, I have 13 pairs of 6s, but it's actually 12 pair. And since this is the last of the Nike Air series, I had to put y'all back on this side of the room, give y'all that Nike real quick. Just because 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s is the Nike Air series. Like, those are the ones that originally came with Nike Air on the shoe. After that, it wasn't too much Nike branding. I mean, besides insoles and things of that nature. After the Air Jordan 6, I mean, you know. So, we're going to have some fun with this one. One of these I actually own 2 pairs of. By the end of this video, because we're definitely breaking this one down into part 1 and part 2, for sure. By the end of this video, part 1, you will find out which pair of Jordan 6s Dave has 2 pairs of. Now, let's get right into it. Kicking off, by this box you probably already know, the Air Jordan 6 Midnight Navy. Now, about the Midnight Navies, right? Of course, you know we doing receipts. And I will say these pair are available. We gon', you know what? Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and pull them out. We about to get right into it. Totally dead stock. You've seen the receipt in the box, right? Now, before we go all the way out on this pan out, let's just pause right here for a second. The leather quality speaks for itself. I don't have to say anything. And that's really the reason I picked them up. I picked them up for nostalgia purposes because I had this sneaker when it released back in 2000. And yes, this was one of those face box releases. Yes, it was. Absolutely was. So I picked these up, and they were just a cool extra colorway. It was just an extra colorway. Like I said back then, the Retro Plus colorway craze hadn't really taken off. It had only been a couple of Retro Plus colorways by the time these came out in, I want to say maybe April of 2000. It was only a couple of Retro Plus colorways that had come out at that time. So I really just got these off nostalgia purposes. But now that I have them and I've been looking, like, okay, when do I want to pull these out? I don't know, man. I don't think I want to wear these as much as I did, in the past. Great quality, though. Great quality. It's still a great Jordan 6. It's just, I got a lot of white and navy shoes. And I just feel like these would be better in the hands of somebody who actually is going to put this shoe on and wear them. So I don't have nothing bad to say. It's just, I got a lot of sneakers and I think somebody else might put them on before I will. Put it like that. All I want is retail for the shoe. Like I told you, receipts in the box. These are available. Just shoot me retail, bro. That's all I want. And you can get these. Dead stock, size 11. As I said. But yeah, man, they originally released in 2000. This particular release came back out in 2022. And like I said, I went ahead and picked it up just because I had them in the past and I thought they was cool. I thought the quality was better on this release than on the 2000 release. So with that being said, I picked them up. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do that. You grab sneakers for nostalgic purposes. A lot of people say that. A lot of people do it. But these are a pair that I think I'm going to let somebody that will actually put them on pretty quickly go ahead and get them. Just pay me what I pay in the store. It'll be just like if you went in the store and grabbed them. Anyway, kicking off, Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 collection of 2025. The Air Jordan 6 Midnight Navy. Moving right along to another box with a different color. You probably already know what these are as well. The cool gray Air Jordan 6s. Now, this is going to be your first hint right here. I ain't going to say too much. Of course, DSG is my spot. I'll be pulling up. And we about to get right into these cool gray Air Jordan 6s because these is fire to me. Like, I really actually like cool gray. The whole cool gray line. The whole cool gray line, really. It's not really a bad cool gray. Of course, the GOAT cool gray is the 11. Y'all already know. That's why it got a double up. So I had to double on those. But cool gray, the whole cool gray line. 3s, 4s, wolf gray 5s. 12s, like, the cool gray 8s, the all gray 8s, stop it, man. So I got a lot of respect for the cool grays, man. And this is going to be your first hint to the sneaker I got 2 of. That's all I'm saying as of right now. These sneakers go hard to me. I really, really love the color blocking on this sneaker. I think that this style of color blocking is the best color blocking that you can do on an Air Jordan 6. The style of it, the way it got the suede interacting with the leather like that, the toe box, the way 6s just look, 6s just sit a certain way, man. And I don't even got this in my signature fashion. Hold on. I like to make the lace lock sit right on top of that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's cool. That's how I do my 6s. You probably ain't seen nobody do that. Because I know it was a long time before I even realized that this little piece in the middle, that was snap on. I thought that was just part like sewed in for a long time. And then I realized one day I was doing something. I don't know what it was. It was years ago. And I was like, oh, okay, this thing snaps off. So that's kind of like my style with the sixes. You can bite it. It's okay. I'm not. I used to try to safeguard it, gatekeep it, but I ain't tripping, man. Because Air Jordan 6s is really a dope shoe. And yes, I did wear these. But y'all know how I take care of my sneakers, man. Look at that sole. Because I respect cool grades. I respect the fuck out of them. And the leather quality on these ain't nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, it's not as good as this leather quality, though. That leather quality is different. But it's still a nice grade of leather. You know what I'm saying? I like them. I like the overall look on this shoe. And that's why I picked them up. So nothing really too spectacular to say about the cool gray sixes. I just think they a dope Jordan 6. It's just the extra colorway. Nothing too major. Jumpman on the ass. Nothing too major. But it's part of the cool gray line. I fuck with them. I like the color blocking on them. So I picked them up. So the next pair in Detroit Dave's collection, cool gray sixes. Y'all should already know what these is by the box too. Same color blocking. And this is the UNC Air Jordan 6. And we moving right along in this collection, man. Of course, y'all know we doing receipts, man. Y'all know we doing receipts. But this one's a little bit different, man. We about to get into why this one's a little bit different than the cool grays, even though the color blocking is the same. Let's get into these UNCs, though. Now we going to talk for a minute about these UNCs. Because these UNCs are just a little bit different. The suede quality is buttery. Is more buttery. Is more buttery. Oh my God, it feels so good. Compared to this suede quality. This suede is like, okay, it's cool. It's the regular, like nubuck that you would feel. This right here though, oh my God, it's softer. It's so soft. I don't know how to describe it. It's so soft. They really put quality on this one. I think this was one of the ones that was $225, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you know what? I don't even have to be mistaken. That's the power of having receipts. Let's see, was these $225? No, these was $210. Okay, so set this up right so I got enough space. Y'all rocking with me right through it. I'm keeping all this in the video. The collegiate symbol on the ass is what I love. In addition to the quality. Also, this leather. Okay, so you know how I was saying this leather right here, the quality, you can see it is not as nice as that one, but you can see the quality here. Okay, so the leather on here is more like the 2018 Shadows, if that makes sense. It's a higher quality leather. A tighter grain, so you can see the grain. The grain is big in this leather, but this is a cheaper leather than this leather on here. This one is a higher quality leather on the UNC 6s. And if you own these, then you should know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, kind of like the 2018 Shadows versus the 2016 Breads or the 2017 Royals, how the leather switched up a little bit. So quality is very, very nice. I like the way they put the collegiate symbol on the ass, because if y'all was not outside, which y'all probably wasn't, this symbol right here, the way this stitch looks, like this patch, was popularized in 96, 97 when they came out with the whole Team Jordan line. And they had a bunch of jerseys that came out with this tab on it right here, like this patch. So when you got a UNC jersey or a Marquette jersey or a Cincinnati jersey, whichever one of the ones, UConn jersey that had a Jordan brand athlete or whatever, they would have this symbol on the jersey. Now, I do have a jersey, but it don't got that symbol. It got a different symbol on it. But these still crush. These still crush with the Jordan jersey though. You know what I'm saying? Still do what it's supposed to do. So I do it. Matter of fact, I think, should I throw the, let me go ahead and throw it in right now. Yeah, man. So I had to give y'all what I did when I went on vacation, when I put this combination together. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing a little something, man. I'll be outside. But anyway, back to the Jordan 6 UNC. What I like about this is this how they took it from the 7, the African style print, and put it all throughout this shoe. Oh, I only wore these one time at the sock balls. You seen the picture. The sock balls have accumulated off one wear. I put these on one time. But anyway, I like how they added that in to it. Even though this is a Jordan 6, they gave it that flair from the 7. I just think this is a dope sneaker. I'm really glad I got them. Now, if y'all remember, the initial mock-ups had all this midsole where it's black at. It was actually navy. And as y'all know from my Obsidians, when I told y'all when I did the Air Jordan 1 video, navy and Carolina blue just work well together. I like the combination. Kind of like red and gray. But you know, I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up off Nintendo, so that red and gray thing has kind of been ingrained in me for a while. But navy and Carolina work so well together, so I thought it would have been doper if they would have kept the navy. The mock-up pictures may even still be online, because I think, is this navy? This Jumpman even look navy, so it's like they kept the Jumpman navy, and then this got navy in it for sure. But they made the midsole black. So, I mean, I'm not really upset, but I just think it would have looked better if it was navy. So, overall, dope sneaker. Like I said, I only wore these one time, cleaned the fuck out of them because I really respect them. Favorite style color blocking on the Air Jordan 6, just to let y'all know. And so, there you have the Air Jordan 6 UNC with the collegiate patch on the ass for the UNC players, man. And we moving right along. Now, speaking of blue Air Jordan 6s, now we get into OG colorways. And we definitely need these with Nike Air on the back. And as you can tell by that price right there, you know these are old pair. But 10 years ago was the last time, or I guess technically 11 years ago now, was the last time they released these. As you can see, the receipt is mad faded. Champs don't even sell Jordans no more. And of course, t-shirt. The sport blue Air Jordan 6. A lot of y'all wasn't outside. Maybe y'all got them, maybe y'all don't. But I kept my pair in immaculate condition. We do need a new retro, though. Let's get into them. The sport blue Air Jordan 6 is really iconic. It's really iconic. Jerry Seinfeld had a lot to do with it initially in 1991. I'm talking about this particular colorway, not the shoe. We all know Spike and Mike, but if y'all know the history of Jerry Seinfeld and September Blue 6s, then y'all know this particular colorway, Jerry Seinfeld had a little bit to do with it. This Air Jordan 6 t-shirt, it was just dope. I had to have it. It's super old, so it cracked a little bit, but it's vintage now. I mean, I bought this shit in 2014, man. But Sport Blue 6s was something different because this was the only one that never released with Nike Air on them. Well, these and white infrareds also never released with Nike Air on the back. So the 2014 is the last version of both of those that we got, the white infrared and the Sport Blues. I did not keep my white infrareds. I didn't keep them. But we're about due for a remaster with Nike Air on both of those sneakers. But fuck the white infrareds for now, or the infra whites for right now. Let's talk about these beautiful Sport Blues, man. I really, really love this sneaker, although the 2014 build I'm not really crazy about. It's a little bit of a different build than newer ones. The newer ones are kind of like taller. They sit up a little bit more. The stitching is more defined. I don't know. It's just some subtle differences and then the tongue sits up a little bit more on those. I don't know. It's just some subtle differences from the 2014 build of the Air Jordan 6, as opposed to later builds, 2019 through now. So that's another reason why we really deserve a remaster on these. We really deserve these OG box, Nike Air on them, Nike Air on the ass, and this blue colorway. This blue is also off, similar to the 2012 military blue. This sport blue is a little bit lighter. And as a matter of fact, the 2014 infra blacks and infrareds and infra whites, also the color was too light. That's another reason why I sold my 2014 infra whites, because that shit was like pink. It was like it wasn't what we wanted. Now, even though I've kept these up over the years, it is an 11-year-old sneaker, so it does have some burn on it. But as you can see, even when you put that thing in the light. All right, I guess I actually got to get up. Oh, my God. Bella, it's all good, Bella. It's all good, Bella. It's okay. When you put that thing in the light, you can see that it's still so icy. I tried to put So Icy Gucci Man behind it before, but I got a copyright strike, so I can't put So Icy in there like I wanted to. But you know how the song though. So, kept these up over the years because I respect them. There's a video up on my page right now about what happened to me at Greg Street Sneaker Friends in 2010. When I had one of many, I had like 4 different OGs of these. I just kept finding these on eBay for steals. Like when I say steals, I mean I found one pair for like $180 OGs. So I had a few pair. I tried to put them shits on, and that's the first pair of Air Jordans that ever crumbled on me. 2010 Greg Street Sneaker Friends. I tried to put on a 1991 OG pair of Sport Blues, not realizing what was going on. I don't know what I was thinking about. So this shoe means a lot to me. I've gone through a lot with this shoe. I really, really like it. It's an OG colorway. It's one of the few that we never had a Nike Air release on. I feel like we need one, man. What's your thoughts on the Sport Blue 6s? Let me know in the comments what you feel about Sport Blues. I respect them. Like I said, I'm just waiting on that remaster so we can get them with Nike Air on the ass. And there you have it. We are 1/3 of the way through in Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 collection. Now, speaking of OGs, speaking on one of the only ones that didn't have Nike Air on the ass, this one didn't even retro. We didn't even have this one for a while. But when they did retro it in 2015, they did us proper. Once again, Champ's receipt. I'm sure Cumberland Mall. Where's it at? I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I already knew. And as you can see, with the shirt, with all the details from the original branding and the original advertisements, Air Jordan 6 Maroons, man. Let's get into these, shall we? All right, now I actually wanted to open this shirt up a little bit just so you can see it. There was an actual imprint ad. And I'm not going to add it this time. Y'all can find it yourself. I always throw this shit in there for y'all because I'm an OG and I remember this shit. And I was outside. But y'all can go find it. There was actually an imprint ad with this exact picture and everything. With the words moving around. You could tell the words is in like 1990 style. For this particular sneaker. I seen the shirt. Had to get it. Thought it was super cool. I love the OG styling on it. I had to get it. But it's really about the shoe, though. Now, let me tell y'all something about these. First of all, they off-white. These are not white sneakers. This is the original off-white, the original eggshell. Well, no, military blues were too. Military blues was like eggshell. But this was one of the ones that initially came out, and it was never white. It was always like a very, very light cream or light sail. Matter of fact, let's jump over here in the light real quick so we can see what we're talking about. That sneaker is really not white. And I think it's a good idea that they did it like that. Oh, now that sole don't look. That sole don't look as good. But y'all got to remember, this is also the milky sole too. These did not have clear soles. These was milky, so, you know. But we gon', whatever. Y'all could tell it's more of a sail, more of an off-white sneaker. But it do got that Nike Air on the ass, though. That's what we cared about. So let's get back into these maroons. These always made an impression on me. I remember these from my cousin's mother. You can call her my aunt, but my uncle was never married to her. So, my cousin's mother had a friend sitting on her porch one day, and how old was I in 91, 92? 10, 11? So I'm going around the corner off 7 Mile, going to see my little cousin, or going to do something because my little cousin was a baby at that point. So I couldn't have been going to hang out with him because he would have been like 2 or 3. So I was going around there to do something or drop something off, and I seen a dude sitting on her porch with these on. For some reason, I have never been able to forget that scene. This shoe right here, like, it's just emblazoned on my brain from childhood, seeing these on somebody's feet and wanting them so bad. And this is the first time that I was able to get them. Now, I did have some OGs before this that I bought off eBay, but this was the first time I was able to get them and wear them when they released in 2015. I was so excited to get this release. I went to the mall with what I was wearing. I went to the mall because I had bought that shirt already. I had seen the shirt in Foot Locker, so I already had the shirt. So I went to the mall with my outfit on with some slippers. I went to the register. I said, may I get a size 11? I went, I unloosed the laces. I took the inserts out and put these shits right on release day at like 10:06 in the morning, right in Cumberland Mall Champs, because that's how excited I was to put this shoe on my foot for the first time ever in my life. Leather quality is nice. It's not bad. It's not ridiculous, but it's better than that leather, because this was 2014 right here. This was 2015. So that leather, no. This leather, absolutely. We can rock with these. The off-white with the maroon, it just works, man. Definitely a nicer quality leather than this right here, for sure. It's no question. This leather is a nicer quality. So I really respect these. And this is probably my second favorite OG right here. Sport Blues may be number 3 or they may be number 4, depending on the day. Y'all will be surprised that I got black infrareds where I got black infrareds. Y'all might be surprised where I put them on my, like on my rank of the top 5 OGs. You know what I mean? Like the colorway. Sport Blues might be number 3 one day. They might be number 4 one day. I don't know. These are definitely number 2. Really love maroon 6s, man. Really love maroon 6s. I feel like this was one of the slept-on colorways out of the Air Jordan 6s. I feel like it doesn't get the respect it deserves. Yes, it's just another additional colorway outside of the original Chicago colorways. They typically will give us something blue. You know what I mean? With the 5s, they gave us the grapes. With the 6s, they gave us something blue and another colorway, because this was actually the first one that came out with 5 colorways as opposed to just 4. Because the 2s had the high top Chicago and then the cherries. And then they had the low top Chicago and the cherries. 4. The 3s, you already know. White cements, black cements, fire reds, true blues. 4s, same thing. 5s, same thing. But with the 6s, they gave us 5 colorways. And they continued that along with the 7s as well. So here you have Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 collection. And we moving right along with another OG pair, Nike branding. One of my favorites from back in the day with the t-shirt to match. Air Jordan 6 Maroon. Now, we have done 5 releases, and I have been dropping hints, subtle hints, right here. Do y'all know what sneaker Detroit Dave has doubled up on? Is it these 2 right here? Or is it those? Let's find out. Shall we? The Air Jordan 6 is the last of the Nike Air models. I love the color blocking on the cool gray 6 and the UNC. The maroon is my second favorite colorway. In 1991, I saw Michael Jordan do amazing things in the Air Jordan 6 Carmine. And if you don't know Detroit Dave very well, the Air Jordan 6 Carmine is my favorite Air Jordan 6 of all time. My favorite Air Jordan 6 with Nike Air on the back. My favorite Air Jordan 6, period. And I got a lot of them. But the Carmine Air Jordan 6 is Detroit Dave's favorite Air Jordan 6. We about to get right into it. And this is the double up release. Got both of them from JD Sports. This one came from Cumberland. The other one came from Town Center. And we about to get right into the Air Jordan 6 Carmine. Shall we? Even down to the lace lock. The Carmine 6 is a perfect representation of this Air Jordan sneaker shit that we do, bro. It's the Chicago colorway. Very deep, blood red. Nike Air on the ass. It just represents the 90s. It's the first time they actually beat my Detroit Pistons, the bad boys, in 91, because Chicago kept pulling up and they kept losing. Check the scores. Check the game tapes. They kept pulling up and they kept losing, but they finally got through us this year when he was doing all that wild shit in this fucking sneaker. I remember being 10 years old. I remember seeing him wear these sneakers and being like, these sneakers are so, like, this is the first memory that I have of me seeing an Air Jordan like, oh my God, this shoe is so beautiful. I need it. I want it. I have to have it. And oddly enough, the Air Jordan 6 Carmine was the one that I didn't have. I didn't have these. As a matter of fact, I don't think I had any 6s when I was a kid. I had 7s. I had Bordeaux 7s for sure. I had Bordeaux 7s for sure in 7th grade. Did I have any 6s in school? I don't think I had. I had some tools, and then that was it for Jordans for a while. That was it. I had some tools when I was in 2nd grade, and that was it until 7th grade. Yeah, I ain't had no tools for a while. I ain't had no Jordans for a while. So, no, I did not have these, but I had to get them. I had to get them. In my head, I had to get them. This sneaker is so dope, and as you could tell, you could tell by how clean they are, how much I respect them. I actually wore these twice, but you can't tell though. You could not tell. You would think that these are just as dead stock as that pair right there. Had to double up on these. The odd thing about it, I actually had to double on those, but I was going through some tough times and I had to let the other pair go. So I sold those a few years back. I had 2 of those because I really love maroons as well. But the Carmines though, Carmine 6s just hit different. These speak to my soul in a different way. This will always be my favorite Air Jordan 6. And y'all can say what y'all want about the black infrared, how iconic it was. To me, this one is more iconic because he did shit he never did before. Shit we never seen before. Wearing this motherfucking sneaker right here. You never seen a nigga switch hands in the air. You never seen a nigga switch hands in the air playing basketball. In 1991, you seen Michael Jordan do that with these shoes on. Carmine 6s is fucking ridiculous. I really love them. And that's why I had to double up. Dead stock pair right there. Might as well say dead stock. You could sell them for dead stock. I wouldn't do it though. I always tell niggas pass as dead stock if it looked like this, you know what I mean? But pass as dead stock pair right here. I only wore this shoe twice. I don't know when I'm wearing it again because I respect the fuck out of Carmine 6s. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. This is the first portion because this video was over 30 minutes, as I can tell right now. And I'm trying to keep my videos shorter. But I could really talk about the sneaker shit all day, man. So this is the first half. This is the Air Jordan 6 video. The first video for February. So we did 6 pair of Air Jordan 6. And then next Friday, I'm going to give y'all a whole week to breathe. Because when I split up my Air Jordan 1 video, I gave y'all those back to back to back to back. When I split up my Air Jordan 4 video, I gave y'all those like 3 days apart. This one, we going to let this breathe. Okay? Because when we get to these last 6 Air Jordan 6s, we gonna get to it. We're going to get to it. Especially when you talk about Nike Air. when you talk about exclusive, you know what? We just gonna look at the Carmine 6s for a minute. Cause I got 2 pair of them. You should have 2 pair of them too. Cause they're just so beautiful. So, the first half of Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 collection is complete. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Which pair of these do y'all rock with? Do y'all respect the Carmines like I respect them? Where do y'all rank them with the black infrareds? How do y'all look at the collegiate series and when they did the Carolina blue 3s, 4s, 5s, all that, and then they put the patches on the back? How y'all feel about it? Let me know. Do y'all respect the quality on the Midnight Navy? Do you want to purchase these? Just give me what the receipt say. That's all I want. So, part 1 of Detroit Dave's Air Jordan 6 video is concluding in a few seconds. We will have part 2 of the Air Jordan 6 next Friday on Valentine's Day. Yes, I'm dropping it on Valentine's Day for you because we ain't all worried about these hoes. So, this has been your boy Detroit Dave. I'll catch y'all next week with the other half. Carmine Air Jordan 6s with Nike Air on the ass might be the best Air Jordan 6 ever created. I'm just saying.
On the gas as you pass the Renaissance. Looking for a laugh and you honestly buzz. Take a seat in Coco's Comedy Club. We done went downtown all the way from